Good day, everyone. This is another episode of According to MzShellz, the June edition, all for fathers. And I am super excited. This is one of my friends. You guys have seen her before, and she's back because she's going to talk about her dad. And I'm so excited about the conversation and the story behind the story. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome again on my stage Dr. Stacy Deering.
Thank you for having me.
I know it's not fully doctor yet, but I found myself speaking it into being already this week.
Manifested.
So I'm, girl, you know, I'm with you in your corner. I was like, oh, I said it again. I was like, okay, let's keep rocking with it. So, Stacy, how are you today?
I am pressing my way through. I'm hanging in there.
Yes.
Blessed, nevertheless.
Awesome. So let me give you guys a background as to how we even having a discussion about her dad again. I saw a video of her expressing the whole journey of her building. I believe it's like a documentary outlining her dad's journey in life. He's now passed on, rest in peace, Dad. But she has a lovely story centered around his journey and her journey and being his legacy holder. So we're going to sit back. We're going to hear all about this journey. So tell us, first of all, your memorable time with your dad. The best time, anytime you really miss him, that's the time you go back to all the time.
I have a lot of cool memories with my dad. I'm totally a daddy's girl. I'm literally his twin. So if you see my mom, you're like, yeah, he definitely created you. She just happened to carry you, you know. But some of my best memories have been car rides. So my dad loved to drive. So we'll be on car rides, whether he was taking me to school or if we were kind of on a road trip, and we would have some very profound conversations. And to be honest, because I was 18 when he passed away, a lot of the conversations was kind of over my head, but I think he was preparing me just because he might have had a sense that he wouldn't be with me in my elder years, right? Mm-hmm. So one of the best things he told me was about creating a legacy and breaking the barriers of financial insecurity and instability that happens, particularly in the Black community. And he was just explaining to me how you need to have multiple streams of revenue to have a more stabilized life and create a legacy for the generations to come after you. So basically just, and no shade to corporate America, but just letting you know that the traditional 9 to 5 may not cut it for the comfortable lifestyle you desire and you deserve. So maximize your talents, your gifts, especially your God-given gifts to go into prosperity. And that's actually biblical, right? Prosperity is in our gifts, right? So he kind of talked to me about being gifted, and then he kind of prophesied over me and said that pretty much everything I touch would be golden, meaning that everything I touched and set my mind to, I would succeed and excel at and kind of be a beacon of light for others. And so I've been walking in that manifestation that he, placed on me. And I think I was about 15 when he told me this. So this was, well over 20 years ago. And to kind of see it play out now, it's been very humbling for me. And I really miss him in these moments where he's not physically here to celebrate these milestones and these achievements that I'm embarking on and coming across daily.
Awesome. So that's really awesome, because persons don't realize that when we speak, whatever we speak does come to life. So he doing all of that was just, as you said, maybe a foresight on his side, and that's really awesome. So tell us about this project.
Okay.
Yes. Tell me. I forgot the phrasing. Okay. So you tell me.
So I am working on a documentary. It's called From Dexter to Doctor. Right. Yes. So Dexter is the neighborhood I grew up in. I grew up off of Dexter and Davidson in Detroit, Michigan on the west side. And if you know the area, the area is kind of Now it's maybe a little bit more calmer, but in the times that I was there, it was known, you know, to have not the most favorable environmental conditions where you had to conquer adversity. And so with me working on my doctorate degree, and I'm in the last phase, right? I'm working on my dissertation, which is always the most challenging part because you have to essentially write a book and you have to, you know, appease 4 committee members. Right. Simultaneously. But the vision came because my dad, he just always inspires me, even, you know, just reflecting on our conversations. It came from conversations we've had. And I was actually having a conversation with a close friend that I'm cool with from high school. And he said to me when we were talking, how many doctors come from Dexter, Stacy? Like, how many people do you know go into that extra 10 percentile into a doctoral degree coming from the neighborhood we grew up in? Like, that's remarkable. That's something to be proud of. That's something to share and pass on to others. So while I am in the journey of it, I felt it was paramount to document it from beginning to end because it's been an 8-year journey just as a form of inspiration and just humble reflections for myself because everyone's journey is different. And this journey is very unique for me. And 8 spiritually symbolizes new beginnings. So this is like a new cycle I'm entering into. As I wrap up this chapter, there's more on the horizon. So I felt it would be great to document it, not just in a book, but also in a video that people can see snippets of and get that inspiration they need, because inspiration is to be caught and not taught.
Right. Awesome. So it's still in progress then. It's not completed. It's still going through.
Well, it's still going through. So the goal is for me to document it in 8 parts. Now, once it comes together, it'll be, you know, one concise video. It won't be crazy long, but the 8 parts represents the 8 years. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of journaling it by each chapter, letting you know this is how it started. This is where it got heavy, intense. This is where it got even more intense. This is where I'm at, and this is how I finished. So it's kind of reflecting and kind of going in real time at the same time, so to speak. So
we're saying like Netflix is the end goal. I'm going to turn you on and I see you on Netflix.
Yes, let's speak it into existence. Put me on Netflix, Hulu, Prime, BET Plus, YouTube. Put me everywhere.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah. So have you started thinking about that end goal yet, or are you just still working your way through?
So that is funny that you asked me that. So looking at the end goal, I kind of feel like God has even bigger than I can imagine on the other side of this. He has given me like previews or trailers, like how you see little snippets for a movie, kind of a vision of what it will look like, a snippet to keep me going. Mm-hmm. So the end goal is honestly to impact and reach as many lives as I can, however, whatever vessel that is, you know, whether that's through the documentary being streamed on all of those great outlets, if that's me, you know, doing more motivational speaking, going on book tours, you know, going in different venues, platforms, podcasts, however that looks, I'm open to it. The biggest goal is to be a legacy maker, a change agent, and leave my impact, but all for God's edification and glory, because this is a unique path that I've been blessed to be on.
Awesome. So it's like a journey, and it's gonna basically go to the ends of the world. I was even thinking maybe even languages too, right? Like, I don't know. I always be that's on my mind. I always go big.
The sky's the limit. Like I've been challenged. I've been challenged to dream bigger.
How many things different? You know, we follow no subscriptions at the bottom in different languages and stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm so excited. Any nugget you'd want to share that your dad left with you outside of what you have said before? Nothing to take away from your documentary, but something else you'd want to share in honor of his memory?
Man, I've just been blessed to have so many great memories in those 18 years, because even though when we talk about, you know, physical presence on earth, it being but a vapor real short, even though that time was short, it was very much so influential. And he probably gave me a good 30 years of wisdom in those 18 years to kind of continue on my journey. But some things that really stuck out was that he told me, be a leader. right? Don't just be a follower. And that doesn't mean that I'm not teachable or coachable, because I'm a forever student, which is why I'm a professional nerd, right? I love learning in all aspects, in all environments, but be a leader as in blaze your own path, blaze your own trail. Don't wait for someone else to do it, because if it's been planted on you or sown into you, then that means it's for you to do. So I've been learning based on things that he's told me to not be boxed in. And I think we kind of talked about this before, but it's growing even bigger for me. So what I mean by being boxed in, me not just seeing myself as a nerd who's a educator in the classroom, but me going beyond that, right? Not only being an educator in the classroom, but being a health coach, being a mentor, being a spiritual educator, being an advisor, spreading knowledge through different platforms, being an author, being a writer, right? Even if I become, a political analyst on CNN, whatever environments I'm in, whether I am a political historian, whether I am, a motivational speaker, whether I'm a professor, just understanding that the gifts that God gave me are not to be boxed in. I can be as creative as needed to get things done and to make the impact that God designed me to make. So just been more focused on legacy building and legacy making. And so every year when I get older, every birthday, a lot of people kind of start reflecting, and I just reflect about legacy building. So I'm beyond the surface, right? I'm not looking at, okay, what type of car am I in? How many trips can I take? Can I get that chain? I'm beyond that. Now I'm looking at, how many lives can I impact? How many can I transform? How can I be a change agent? How can I move in the supernatural beyond the natural, like those type of things. So, and my father set the foundation for that, a solid foundation that has been nourished through other outlets, whether it's in the classroom or at church, or just great advisors and friends.
Right. And then back to when you're talking about celebrating your birthday, I noticed you're doing 8 days of gratefulness or gratitude.
So
8 days of gratitude.
my best friend's birthday, who Missy, aka Miss Fizzy Sips herself,
Right.
her birthday is on the 22nd, and she's doing like a 30 days of sunshine campaign. And I said, well, I'm gonna add to your campaign and do 7 days of gratitude, because 7 is my favorite number, right? 7's the perfect number, and it happens to be my birth month. I love the number 7. So I'm just adding to it, celebrating her and acknowledging her, because the older I get, the more I appreciate memories and moments. I really don't care about gifts. The gift is your presence, your memory. So just building memories and creating new ones with all the people I love. So I want to honor her and just show her some love. You know what I mean? I'm in a season where self-love is paramount, but also letting all of my family and friends know I love you. Like, that's been very intentional with the way life goes. I want you to know, no matter what, that I love you and I got you. So that's been, something I've been doing more intentionally.
Awesome. I really want to thank you so much for sitting in and just sharing on your journey from Dexter to doctor. Did I get it right?
Yes, ma'am.
So guys, what you said? I got it wrong?
No, I said yes, ma'am. You got it right. No, you're right.
Okay.
It's all good.
Know me. I want to be, when it comes out to like names and titles, I really try to be on top of those things, because I don't like spoiling people's names.
Oh no,
or titles or anything like that. And then being a teacher again, you keep hearing, no.
I totally understand. I do.
So, guys, just look out. I'm sure if you follow me, I know some of you have started following her, because I would see some of my friends tagging you into your stuff, like liking your stuff. So keep your eyes peeled, friends. And you know me already. If she start posting about the documentary, I'm going to put it on my page too.
Oh, yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled for when you can start finding the documentary on the different outlets or whatever format it's going to take as she goes forward with her journey. And I'm so excited. We honor the memory of your dad. Could you tell us his name, please?
His name is Michael Walker, and a lot of people called him Skywalker. So my LLC is named after him. So I have M Skywalker LLC, and that's how I do, consulting work, nonprofit work under his umbrella, just to kind of keep his legacy alive. Yeah.
Right. Awesome. So we honor the memory of Mr. Skywalker. And as you walk daily with us, we see, as you said, you're his mini version. So we see
I
you
am.
living out, you're living out a lot of what he put in you as a vessel, as that tree in the garden of life. And we appreciate you, Stacy. I appreciate you. And I'm sure everybody else that interacts with you share the same grace and joy and love about you. So I'm rooting for you. Keep pushing, keep going, even when you feel like, oh, no, don't do that. Don't feel that way. Keep going.
I won't. And he'll nudge me like, you know, you gotta get up.
Keeping praying for you too, that the vision will continue and that it will come to fruition. And all the people you need to meet for it to get to the end, you will meet them. All those destiny helpers and all those people that's supposed to be plugging with you to bring it to that end, that it will reach to the end. I'm so happy.
I appreciate you. I touch and agree, because it's more projects coming. That's not the only project I'm working on, but you know, I'll keep you in the loop.
All right. All right, guys. So this is just another episode of MzShellz. We adulting, we out here doing our thing. And I want you guys, whatever dream you have, whatever projects you're working on, keep going, keep doing it. There's somebody on the other end waiting for your message, waiting for your story, waiting for your impact. So never think, oh, it's just me. No, you're a part of a village and somebody needs your impartation. So keep going. All right. Thank you so much, Stacy, for
always
coming,
my pleasure.
and all the best to you. And fathers, happy Father's Day again. God bless all the fathers. Mwah. Have a lovely rest of your day.